Hey guys, Aaron here. Filming inside today, trying this out. This is on my desk. My computer's over here. My watch box is up here. I've got like cameras and speakers over here. But um, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. This is my Tom Krein Alpha. I have had this knife since I believe, oh man, January of 2014, I want to say. I think it was right around there. Um, This was a direct order from Tom. He made it to my specifications with the marbled carbon fiber and the orange peeled titanium bolster. The back spacer here is orange peeled, also tie, and then I just have a bent tie clip. This was before he was doing his milled clips. Kind of a cool like serrated pivot there. All the hardware is titanium and it's been blued or anodized blue, I should say. Um, and then the blade is Stellite 6K. And the kind of cool story about Stellite is a really good friend of mine. I was talking to a lot during the process of this build. I still talk to him a lot, but I was talking to him a lot during the process of this build, and he knew that I wanted 6K, and I had kind of specced this out with Tom a couple of different ways. One of them had 6K, and just when I was kind of doing the math and figuring out um, what I ultimately was going to be able to afford in terms of an order, 6K was just it was going to have to get cut in order to allow for some of the other stuff that I wanted. And I was just going to do D2. Tom does a great heat treat on D2, but my buddy went behind my back and covered the 6K upgrade. And so I got a 6K bladed knife as a surprise, which is always kind of cool. But sort of my whole idea of doing another video on this, because this knife has been reviewed and talked about a lot, and it's been on my Instagram and posts on Facebook and stuff for a long time. But this is the knife that I've owned the longest. It's been in my collection the longest, and it's kind of like, you know, here's an alpha coming up on almost 4 years later, 3 and 3/4 years later, and I can tell you that the lock is still solid. Um, it is still smooth. And the 6K, I have sharpened this a few times, but I'm really, really impressed with 6K. What kind of my observation with it has been, you can put it on the wicked edge and you can get it really sharp, really quickly. It develops a nice burr that you can peel off with the next fineness of grit. But once you use it for a little while, in particular on cardboard and stuff like that, that like sticky sharpness goes away relatively quickly. But then the edge is maintained at a very practical sharpness for a long, long time. I don't really know what causes that, but it's pretty neat. And then you can take and strop this back to that sticky sharpness really, really easily. But yeah, I mean, this knife has been I don't think I've taken this knife out of the country. It's been all over the country with me. It's been in my pocket at every blade show I've attended, at least while I had the knife. It's been, I'm trying to think, it's been everywhere, man. Like, I've had this thing in my pocket during a lot of stuff, and it's still one of my favorites. It's definitely, I mean, my custom knife collection has been sold down very dramatically, but it's still one of the enduring pieces. I mean, like I said, I've had this coming up on 4 years, and I don't. I mean, it's never going anywhere. Like this is the one that I've been carrying forever. So you can see that. I mean, like even like some of the finish on the pivot there and everything is starting to wear. These screws when I first got them were bright blue, and it started to kind of fade down. The liners and everything are still nice and blue, but it's seen a lot of pocket time. It's seen a fair amount of use. I mean, I don't use and abuse my knives, but I definitely use them when they need to be used. Use a knife for what a knife is for, not for everything that you can. I've taken this apart and cleaned it out. I don't mind my jujitsu fingers. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, most of my friends, at least the ones here in Nashville, most of them have an alpha in one form or another. It just seems to be the knife that really endures with people. And I couldn't be happier with it. Marble carbon fiber. This is the other cool thing. I haven't seen this type of marbled carbon fiber since I ordered this knife with Tom. I mean, I think you can kind of see where he's filled the voids there with glue, but since he's done that, it just looks really really neat. So, and his orange peel, it's kind of like John Graham's orange peel. It's this really deep surface treatment that just repels a ton of wear. So anyway, guys, just wanted to make a video. Like I said, kind of 3 years in, 4 years in, like what it's like carrying an alpha after a while. So anyway, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, and I'll get back to you.